have had quite the week across the amusement park industry. Everything from Gardaland getting a new drop tower to Daren Lake's Boomerang receiving new track. But hold on, what's this? Project Sparrow for Carowinds has been revealed. And wait, Marineland is closing? We gotta sort this all out. So without further ado, let's dive in. Before we discuss Project Sparrow and Marineland closing, let's unpack our first news story. Six Flags Daren Lake's Boomerang appears to be getting brand new track. Now this was definitely unexpected because their Boomerang is definitely starting to get up there in age. But it appears that Vekoma is shipping over brand new track for this coaster. And maybe, fingers crossed, a new train. Now this has not been confirmed from the park, so who knows, it could be like a new control system or something, but it appears to be new track. This should hopefully help smooth out the coaster a little bit, and it will probably most likely include a brand new control system, along with what I would assume would be a re-theme and hopefully some fresh paint. So I definitely like what Daren Lake is doing here. You know, extending the life of a new coaster, it's better than just removing it straight up and having nothing. Now yes, would a brand new coaster be better? Obviously, but hey, an improved coaster is still pretty darn good. So be on the lookout for an official announcement from Daren Lake regarding the future of this coaster. And whenever that comes, I will update you in a future theme park news update. So make sure you're subscribed so you do not miss out on that. So yeah, good job Daren Lake. I feel like this is a pretty good decision. And stay tuned for an update. Heading out to Italy, where it appears that Gardaland is getting a brand new drop tower. It appears that it's going to be an S&S drop tower that, get this, might just be shooting out of an animal's mouth. So Gardaland's been teasing a new ride coming to the park, and they're saying that a very large wolf has been arriving at the park, which definitely points to the drop tower shooting out of a wolf's mouth. Now I have to say, this is quite an interesting design choice, but I feel like if they incorporate like the theming well and do like a howl before you shoot or something like that, it could actually be really cool. And I'm positive that it is going to be a super cool photo op, and overall probably a very good decision for the park. Now we don't know the exact stats of this drop tower, like how tall it is, but if I had to take a guess, I'd say we're probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 175 to like 250 feet, or about 53 to 76 meters. So yeah, I like the theme, and if it's done right, it could be a really cool addition to Gardaland. So good job, I can't wait to see what the attraction ends up looking like when it's finally done. On an interesting note, we might see the return of Mr. Six. So if you didn't know, Mr. Six was the famous person in the commercials for Six Flags many years ago. He has not been in a commercial for a long time, but Six Flags just posted a teaser that might just mean he is making a return, which is quite unexpected. There's a good chance with the Cedar Fair and Six Flags merger that they really want to create some like unified, super memorable branding. And the return of Mr. Six would be honestly a perfect way to do that. Not only would people who've already seen the commercials remember it, but it would be also some super cool and different marketing for someone who hasn't seen it. I have to say though, it could be a little interesting seeing Mr. Six in a Cedar Point commercial. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but it's still kind of crazy to think about. Again, super cool, and I guess be on the lookout for this. Heading out to North and South Carolina, Project Sparrow has been leaked, and we now know all the details on what is coming to Carowinds in 2025. So without further ado, let's see what Carowinds is getting. So Project Sparrow as a whole is pretty much an expansion and improvement of Carowinds' Camp Snoopy area. This should include better and more theming for Camp Snoopy. Carowinds is also going to take their theater and replace it with a quote rapid river water battle ride, which sounds pretty cool. I assume it's where there's going to be like two boats and they're both going to be filled with people, and you're probably going to get like a water gun, and you get to squirt the other people and soak them. Probably something similar to what is at Dollywood already. And to be honest, Carowinds desperately needs a water ride in the dry park, because it can get kind of hot down there. So I definitely like the water ride. It's a really good, unique way to incorporate water into the dry park that's not just like a log flume or a rapids ride or something. But don't worry, that is not all. Because Carowinds is getting a new coaster. But don't get your hopes up, because it's not RMC Hurler or a launched B&M Wing coaster. It's a family coaster. Woohoo! No, but in all seriousness, it's probably going to be the same exact family coaster that Canada's Wonderland got last season. So yes, I know it's not RMC Hurler or the B&M Wing coaster we all wanted, but it's still a coaster. And yes, it is a family coaster, but it's still a much needed and good addition to the park. Now, I personally would have loved to see them add a Vekoma family Boomerang, but I guess this family coaster is still a pretty good option. So I guess we'll have to wait a little longer for RMC Hurler or a B&M Wing coaster. But maybe that's not such a bad thing, because it could potentially allow Carowinds to like save up some of that budget to make RMC Hurler or the B&M Wing coaster a whole lot better and add more theming and all of that great stuff. Now, we don't know for sure if either of those are happening, but I guess let's all just keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Now, for our final story of the week, it appears that Marineland is closing forever. Now, this isn't super unexpected or shocking news by any means, because this park has probably been in some financial trouble, especially recently. And I'm almost positive that the owners publicly stated that they wanted to sell the park, meaning that this has been in danger for a couple of years now. Now yes, it's never fun to see a theme park close, and it is not 100% confirmed that Marineland is gone forever. Maybe someone comes in and buys it and tries to revive it, but I think with the location and the attractions that they currently feature, it is unfortunately pretty unlikely. I mean, they're no longer hiring for like this busy summer months, and there are some rumors floating around that Marineland staff has been laid off and is told the park is permanently closing. Again, these are all just rumors, but it's looking pretty grim for the future of Marineland. An unfortunate way to end off the week, but all we can do right now is hope for the best, because there is still a chance. And make sure you subscribe to not miss out on any updates regarding the future of Marineland, because if I hear anything, I will update you in a future theme park news update. That wraps up this week's theme park news update. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below and subscribe while you're at so you do not miss out on any future theme park news updates. And in case you missed last week's theme park news update, go check it out on your screen right now. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.